And we're live, right? Yeah. Yeah, it's all good. Everything is good. My hair is fucked in the back. I don't understand why it's gotten this way. He's up here. He wants my Frosty. He wants my Frosty, and I won't let him have it. Yesterday he wanted my milk. Today he wants my Frosty. I know he wants my Frosty because I left the room for 2 seconds and he was fucking drinking out of it. I have a melting Frosty on my desk. So, I want to get into the video pretty quick so that I can finish off my Frosty before it melts all the way. But this popped up on my, whatchamacallit? My homepage, my YouTube homepage, yesterday, just out of nowhere. It's like a month old, 2 months old? Yeah, 2 months old. But, caught my eye. I was always begging my parents for cable TV when I was a kid. But now, like, cable is... I don't know, obviously cable's shit, nobody has cable anymore. But that was, like, the thing. So, let's watch the video.
So this is footage that I took when I visited Cartoon Network Studios in Burbank, California. I've been to Burbank a lot, and there were many occasions where I've walked past this building and thought to myself, you know, I'm gonna go in one day and check it out. But I never did. I always procrastinated, and then just the other day, I learned that Cartoon Network Studios was shutting down after 23 years of service, and will now be merging with Warner Brothers Animation. Warner Brothers said this decision was made as part of its strategic alignment, citing an effort to reduce business expenses. Now, the Cartoon Network channel is not going anywhere for now, but the building is, which has since become an iconic landmark for many Southern Californians. So we decided to finally commit and pay our first and last respects to what was once the powerhouse of our childhoods. Unfortunately, we couldn't go inside. It was all boarded up. We tried.
I was
very inconspicuous.
Absolutely like a Cartoon Network kid. Out of like anything. I was not super into the Disney shows, but I was absolutely a fucking Cartoon Network kid to heart. I understand where they are coming from so hard. I'd try to fucking break into.
Alright, let's see if they're opened. No. But I'm glad we at least got to see the outside of it before they inevitably tear it all down.
They won't tear it down, they'll just sell it.
And when you really think about it, all of this is just a byproduct of something we've all seen coming for the past 10 years or so. The slow disappearance of cable television. The other day, I put together a poll, just for fun, to see how many of you still watch cable. And a staggering 79% said no, they did.
So, I don't know if my brain is broken or something, but I recently discovered that our LG TV has, like, LG Live channels from, like, Pluto, shit like that. And it has ads, obviously, but it has the cable TV experience where you're scrolling through a guide, you're choosing stuff, and, like, you know, you watch, like, fucking... You can, like, come in halfway into a movie. I do that now. I don't know if my brain is broken or what, but I've been using that. I don't know what it is, I just fucking like it. I don't know if it's because I'm a slave to nostalgia and I hate change. There's just something broken inside of me, but I use the modern day cable TV equivalent like daily, honestly. I'm pretty sure my girlfriend thinks I'm insane because of that.
Didn't. But it's not just the questionably reliable YouTube polls talking. According to a study from nscreenmedia.com, US households with cable, satellite, or telco TV went from 100 million in 2014 down to 60 million in 2023. That's a 40% drop, and the lowest it's been since the 1980s. I mean, this is no surprise.
You know when cable was introduced?
The privilege of being able to choose what you
when
want.
Was cable introduced? Hold on. I'm sure they'll get into it in the video, but... Oh, never mind. Cable TV was invented in fucking 1948. Oh no, it's just claimed to have been invented. When did it become popular? Oh, in the 60s. Never mind.
You want without any ads and at a much more affordable price.
That's not true. That's not true anymore. Streaming killed fucking cable because it didn't have ads, and now everything has ads. Everything has ads. I'll say the worst ads are on fucking YouTube, to be honest. They're just so obnoxious. I feel like you can never fucking time it either. I mean, obviously you can look at the bar to see when the next ad's gonna roll around, but I don't know. I prefer ads on, like, every other platform besides YouTube. I can withstand ads on every other platform besides YouTube.
A new movement known as cord cutting is now on the rise. But I would argue that this is both a blessing and a curse. There's no denouncing the incredible convenience and flexibility of on-demand content, but it does lack that very unique autonomy that its predecessors had. That feeling of just turning on the TV, flipping through the channels, not having to give it any thought,
yes.
Especially after a long day of work or school.
I miss that.
And then just eventually discovering something.
I miss that so much. I miss that so fucking much. I don't know if it's just something broken in me. I don't even hate the ads. I just fucking miss turning on my TV and something being there besides like a home screen. I like flipping through channels. I like coming in on the middle of something and trying to fucking figure out what's going. It's like a game. It's like a little fucking game. I like to play that game whenever I go over to my dad's house and he has like satellite TV. He has like that antenna TV thing that you just get like for free. And it's got like a guide and everything. He'll flip through the channels and we'll just discover something. We'll just find something. It's like totally fucking lost. Now I have to search for like 15 to 20 minutes to find something that just like piques my interest slightly. Instead of just being able to like turn on Nickelodeon, and it's not just one. I don't want to watch just one show sometimes. I want to watch like a series of different shows that are in like a same style. Like, I don't want to have to watch an entire season of Family Guy. Sometimes I just want to turn on Fox. I want to watch Bob's Burgers, Simpsons, Family Guy, American Dad, in that order. Like, I don't want to watch fucking 15 episodes. I don't want to binge. I want to be able to jump around.
And with that comes that feeling of togetherness. Watching a live broadcast with thousands of other people, something that, by the nature of how cable TV is designed, has really yet to be replicated.
I've been using
and now we are seeing the after effects of that.
I've been using like a purple shampoo, so it's been lightening, and for some reason it's gotten wavier.
So, how did cable TV as an art form start? What went wrong, and how do we go back?
Thank you. My hair's naturally wavy, but it's just kind of like lost its touch over the years.
Professor of Physics at Munich University, Dr. Arthur Korn, had a brilliant idea.
Oh! He's fucking... His last name's spelled like the band.
Already mastered the art of sending messages across the world through telegraph. But what if we could send something else, like images? After endless hours of putting together this contraption, Korn successfully sent this image of himself by wire to Nuremberg, 90 miles away. He called his invention television. But of course, this was 1907. This machine bared little resemblance to the entertainment boxes we've all grown to love today.
What he invented, what he invented was Snapchat. Korn invented Snapchat. He didn't invent TV. He invented being able to send picture messages. That's Snapchat.
Much excitement. Yeah, a couple prototypes and some huge breakthroughs would show up here and there, but the timing was just not right. People just weren't ready for television. But everything would change in 1948, when 3 broadcast towers were built in Pennsylvania, Oregon, and Arkansas, giving remote areas television access for the very first time. Because of this, combined with the first hit television shows and a booming economy, television blew up. But funnily enough, because of the nature of its design, only live broadcasting was possible.
Oh no!
There was surprisingly a super easy solution for this. Put all the pre-recorded programs on a projection screen and just point the camera at it. This was basically the 50s equivalent of someone recording their TV screen with their phone and uploading it to YouTube.
That's just what I was about to say. That's like how I made YouTube videos when I was in middle school. Like, I'd just be playing my GameCube on my CRT. And just have, like, a shitty camera set up on books pointed at my TV. Okay, it's interesting to learn that I just did the same thing that they did in the 40s for TV. Or, I don't know, I didn't fucking even take in the year.
It was a blurry, muffled mess. Thankfully,
now that looks fine.
Would eventually come in and save the day, but still, this
didn't
stop people. From sitcoms, presidential debates, and variety shows, television was now a cultural phenomenon.
Hey, Dad?
Is that why I'm sorry that I keep pausing it, but that really does explain why so much, like, I don't know, pre-60s TV, or like pre-50s TV just looks like shit. It was just somebody, like, recording a projector. Huh, okay, yeah, that makes a lot of sense.
What do people
That's
do
why
before they hand television?
It hurts my head.
Oh, they went to the theater, to libraries, museums.
Oh, they just goofed around, huh?
But there was one
I'll
problem.
leave it to Beaver.
There were only like 4 channels, and one of them immediately went out of business. And there was a reason for this. Television, in the 50s, was technologically almost identical to radio. Rather than radio waves being converted into sound, they were converted into sound and video. So each TV channel was on its own separate frequency, and these were public airwaves, meaning it was regulated by the FCC. And the FCC didn't want too many of these frequencies being used, so they put a legal limit how many could be used. And these channels also had to follow FCC guidelines, no swearing or anything like that.
Fuck, I don't have a line.
This becomes important later. Only having 3 channels meant limited material, which meant limited programming. Yes, TV was only on at certain times of the day. When it wasn't on, it just played the national anthem. So while this new TV technology certainly wasn't going anywhere, it still needed a lot of time to grow. And it needed to explore as many art mediums as possible to ensure its success. Sitcoms, game shows, soap operas. Music? In the mid-1950s, one program in particular would prove insanely consequential. It would be the seed that was planted and would grow into what would become cable television.
HBO? No, what? I was way off base.
I haven't had soda in so long.
I love this
real
person's
autograph from
vibe.
Dick Clark, by the way. Yes, that's really him. A lot of people complain about my videos being too long, so this should be fun. So, what was American Bandstand, or Bandstand for short? Well, it was a TV program hosted by Dick Clark, where
Didn't he do
teenagers
the
would dance
New
to
Year's
the
thing?
latest songs, whatever was
I mean,
trending
not
on the
anymore,
Billboard charts
obviously.
at the time.
But wasn't Dick Clark like
Sometimes
this
even the
Ryan
artists
Seacrest before
themselves
Ryan
would show up
Seacrest?
and lip sync the performance. It was basically TRL in the 1950s. Do you guys even know what TRL is? A lot of younger people watch me. It was TikTok in the 1950s. The show
How
was
old is this person? They do not look that old. They look like they're 25.
quite forward-thinking for the time.
They look like I went to school with them, and they were like 2 years above me.
Been showcasing many musicians of color during a time where segregation in the United States was still rampant. Things unfortunately weren't perfect in that regard, but it still did bring some representation which would help contribute to civil rights. So what does this have to do with cable? Well, Bandstand essentially maximized the economic potential of a previously unexplored and somewhat new market: teenagers. Aside
New
from
market?
the housewife,
No.
they're at home watching TV more than anyone else.
I think
They're old
teenagers
enough
have
to
always been
have their own
around.
jobs and make their own money, but they're still young enough to be very impressionable and end up becoming loyal customers even well into adulthood. Youth-oriented programming. If you're wondering why the music industry specifically caters to young people so much, I did an entire video on that, which you can find here. Go up there. So Bandstand
It's because
was
young
a
people are so
casting
damn
couch for both
impressionable.
the music and the TV industry. And then in the 1960s, the British invasion happened.
Specifically,
Making
I guess,
forces-
like, statistically, teenage girls are the most, like, loyal and passionate fans ever. And then I assume, like, right behind it is teenage boys, and then behind that is just, like, the adult equivalent. But it's insane. Like, I don't know. That the marketing has just... It's become a science so much that, like, you can just be like, yeah, we'll target, if we want to make it in the media, we just have to target the teenage girl base, and then we can expand from there. But once we have that base secured and locked on, we aren't going anywhere.
is all American media.
How many of you right now are tired of the Beatles?
Die, all of you, die!
Now there are British bands performing on American Bandstand. It
Hold
is
on
a
now.
cultural explosion and becomes one of
An American
of the
Bandstand?
counterculture movement. Hippies become a thing. And what are hippies? They are this radically left-wing group that rejects all the idealism of the 50s. Screw the government, screw their rules. Do whatever you want, as long as it's not hurting anybody. Hippies did not represent the majority of people in the world. They were
Unfortunately.
powerful enough to alter the
That's what I'm
environment
saying.
of the
I
time,
fucking love
especially as the
hippies.
world was entering into the 1970s. And it's at this time where the Vietnam War becomes the first televised war, showcasing the
Weird.
true horror and violence
But-
of military combat. With this new attitude towards being real, people
Why was the Vietnam War televised? Was that, like, to show the public? Was that, like, to get the public on the side of the Vietnam War? Or was that like, an anti-war thing? Because I feel like if it's an anti-war thing, perfect, awesome. That's doing a great job. If it's pro-war, why the fuck would you televise it? Or do they mean, like, televise as in, like, how, I don't know, like, Iraq was televised? Like, when they talk about how Vietnam was the first televised war, I assume it wasn't, like, a channel. Right? It wasn't, like, the Hunger Games, it wasn't, like, a 24/7 broadcast of just war.
People are now
Alright,
desensitized
I won't pause
and
for
start revisiting
at
the
least 5
ridiculous
minutes.
rules put forward by the FCC. Keep in mind, TV at the time is free to air, meaning they are on public airwaves just like radio, and the FCC can regulate what is allowed on there. It is not a violation of free speech because they aren't restricting what is being said, just how it is being said. You can say, well, I strongly disagree with President Eisenhower's recent decisions in his presidency. What do you have to say for yourself, Ike? You can't say, President Eisenhower, go f*** yourself. Also, I'm a communist. But that didn't matter. Some people thought, that's stupid. Why can't I say it that way? In
Agreed.
1972, George Carlin releases his album Class Clown,
Fuck.
which included his segment called The 7 Words You Can't Say on Television.
Hot take. One of the greatest fucking comedy albums of all time. One of the greatest fucking comedy bits of all time. I know I said I'd wait to pause. I didn't know that they were gonna talk about George Carlin. I have been tempted to, like, find George Carlin on, like, a watch party. So that, I don't know. Just so fucking good. Always so fucking good. And he's not, like, I don't know. He's not like a weird, offensive, like Sam Kinison type. Like, he's offensive, but he's not like talking about like beating women. Like, that's the joke.
And given recent events, these just so happen to also be the 7 words you can't say on YouTube. Zing!
I mean, there are a lot of words you can say whenever you want, you know? Pneumonia! Nobody gives you a lot of... But there are some words that you can go to jail for. Cursing, cussing, swearing, and all I could think of was...
Well, it honestly might be funnier
Just imagine
censored.
witnessing this, uncensored, on a live broadcast in 1972. This story was huge. It was so controversial, it even led to a freaking Supreme Court case. Carlin was not the only one who felt this way either. Instead, the TV industry started popularizing a unique idea. What if instead of watching TV through the public airwaves, you pay a subscription service to get access to frequencies only visible through the use of a coaxial cable? But these are private frequencies. The FCC doesn't have nearly as much control of them. So not only do you get access to less restricted content, you get access to more content, as more channels are allowed through this cable. That very same year, the channel Home Box Office is launched, or HBO for short.
So I wasn't like, you know, decades off by
The
saying
70s would
HBO.
be the era of new TV channels popping up on
No, I
these
was
growing
decades off.
cable services. Now, network TV is still in the lead, but this competition is slowly growing, and it is apparent with the attitude of the time that things are changing.
Yeah! Saturday Night
Bandstand
Live!
is now in stiff
Whoa!
competition with Soul Train, but youth-oriented programming is still in vogue. But this could be pushed even further. What if instead of just marketing to teenagers, we marketed to kids? In 1977,
Genius. We all know how much
very
money
first
kids are
ever
making.
Kids channel was launched, available on the cable service Cube in Columbus, Ohio. The channel was called the Pinwheel Network, which aired the kids show of the same name, quite similar to Sesame Street. But 2 years later, the channel finally expanded nationally, rebranding its name.
That's what. Okay. I was like, wait.
Now there is some great discourse on when cable
Oh, thank you
TV
for the
officially
follow.
started. Many historians argue it was in 1948.
We hit
when
the
CATV
goal! We
provided
hit the goal!
to people in remote areas for a subscription
Awesome.
fee.
Thank you so
But I
much.
disagree. This may be the technological definition, but the attitude, the spirit of cable TV that we understand and recognize today did kind of show up overnight. August 1st, 1981.
Oh, it happened on the first of the month, too. I love it. That makes my brain happy.
Ladies and gentlemen, rock and roll.
There quite literally could not be a
He's
more
staring
fitting
hardcore at
and
my
poetic
Frosty right now.
representation of the attitude people had towards cable TV than what MTV did in the first 5 minutes
Garfield's on the
of its
cat
history.
tower over there.
Say goodbye to
Just
the
vibing.
old ways of television
Sleeping.
broadcast, which was
Oh, he
basically
wants
just
to
an
Frosty
extension
again.
of radio with FCC guidelines and all. Cable TV was its own private realm where the government couldn't get its slimy hands on it.
Cable
Radio
TV, you can say
was over.
fucking shit.
Video TV was the future. So what was the very first music video that MTV showed? Things would just never be the same after this. This may just be one of the most
Such a good
important
song, too.
broadcasts in history. The distinct start and end of 2 eras. Coincidentally, MTV aired more music in its first 2 hours than it has in the past 20 years. Zing, zing. I'm here till Tuesday. MTV was a cultural marvel unlike any other.
There was a music channel on that was not MTV. It was just like a local thing that played in Fort Wayne when I was a kid, and it got replaced by the Oldies channel, like where they play like fucking Beverly Hillbillies and just like shit like that. But before it was that, it was just like an MTV knockoff after MTV had stopped doing like music, really. So this was like I want to say mid 2000s. So it'd been like a little bit since MTV had stopped, and it was just like so good. It was like, it wasn't even like old music videos. It was everything. It was a smattering of everything. They were playing like Michael Jackson and Bruno Mars, and it was. I realized I named two things in the same genre, but I'm like fairly confident that I got introduced to The Strokes through a music video on that like local channel. I miss that. I miss flipping through channels and discovering fucking anything.
I want my MTV.
I want my MTV.
The legacy acts like that of Bandstand just could not keep up and slowly faded into the distant past. This was the new normal.
The Chiller channel? I don't think so. Describe it, like what played on it.
Explosion of color in an otherwise dull.
Maybe it was called something else where I was.
Careless convictions would even start to infiltrate the network channels.
Never has there been a more exciting time to be alive.
Fuck Ronald Reagan! All my homies hate Ronald Reagan. You should have fucking died sooner.
Back to the future. Where we're going, we don't need roads.
No, we did not have anything like that. No, I wish we did. That sounds like something I would have loved as a kid.
From now on, Al Bundy is going to live with a little bit of dignity.
I just don't know.
Get slimed! Get fucking slimed! You got slimed!
Oh, Jesse, say, oh, you cry.
So the 25th space shuttle mission is now.
My mom showed me the first episode of The Wonder Years when I was a kid, and she cried and we never watched it again.
Feet per second, altitude 9 nautical miles, downrange distance 7 nautical miles.
By 1990, 60% of American households had some kind of cable or satellite television. There were now over 200 channels, each with their own unique purpose. They each had their own personality, own expectations, own fan bases. It was a whole other world, and everyone stopped and stared.
Oh my god, George has fucking died!
Alright, party!
I am nature's greatest miracle!
This is your brain on drugs. Any questions?
Susan, I'm gay.
Oh, that's when Alan came out.
Wondering if I might trouble you for a cup of strong.
I forgot she did that. That was before I was born.
Demonstrated how to stab.
Yes! Norm! Norm Macdonald got fired from SNL because he made too many O.J. Simpson jokes. The NBC executive, Don Ohlmeyer, was friends with O.J. Simpson. And honestly, like, if you think about it, maybe you'd imagine that, like, Norm told, like, a handful of OJ jokes, because Don was telling him not to. There's an explicit order to not make OJ Simpson jokes. If you go onto YouTube and you, like, find a compilation of Norm's OJ Simpson jokes, it's like a half-hour long. He did, like, a half hour's worth of OJ Simpson jokes before they just fucking took him off the show, finally. For some reason, I don't know if it's a Mandela effect or something, but for some reason, my mom and dad are convinced that Norm got fired from SNL because he said fuck on the air. And I don't know if they're thinking of a different Weekend Update host, but I've told them the reason several times, because him getting fired for making O.J. Simpson jokes is so much funnier than, like, whatever the fuck reality they're living in. Dude, I love the compilations of Norm intentionally bombing just because it's funny. It's so good. He is absolutely the comedian's comedian. Like, he just fucking crushes it, even when he's not crushing it. Like, it's just such an enigma. Like, everything he does, so much of what he did, just should not have worked. And it only worked because it was Norm. I have his fucking, not a memoir on my bookcase. I love Norm Macdonald so fucking much. I cried when he died.
9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
After these messages, we'll be right back.
Hi there. This would have been the perfect
X-Files is absolutely
for
10
the
out of
MTV
10.
segment. Opportunities missed. Before we continue the video, I need to let you know about today's sponsor. Me. Yeah, I'm sponsoring this video. My dear friends,
Go on.
Bob Dylan is going electric. I have started a Patreon. Now, living in LA is expensive, and in order to... That is a horrible way to start a Patreon ad. Let me try that again. Shockingly, I've had some viewers ask me to start a Patreon, and I'm not going to say no to more money. So as of right now, my Patreon and YouTube memberships tab is launched and ready to go. On there, you can find additional channel content.
Go subscribe to their Patreon. Subscribe to the Patreon.
Blogs, live streams,
I'm not subscribed to their Patreon, but
your name credited at the end of videos, all kinds of stuff.
you guys
The
should.
money that is pledged will significantly help in improving the videos on
Do
my
it.
channel. And it's only a matter of time before
Do it.
AI takes over
So that people like me
destroys my
can
entire business. So
benefit from the
you can
money
check
you
it out
guys
over
give
at
them.
patreon.com/nationsquid, and channel memberships information can be found by just clicking the join button next to my name on YouTube. Of course, this is all completely optional, but it is greatly appreciated and really does go a long way. And if you don't do it, I will tell on you. Again, patreon.com/nationsquid. I have the link in the description. Or
my car
next to
will
my
not
name on
start,
YouTube.
and it
That's
is
it for now. Thank you all for your support, and back
stuck
to the
in my driveway. But you guys should go subscribe to their Patreon.
By the end of the 90s, cable TV was at its peak. However, there were some deeply rooted things going on which would signify that this was the beginning of the end. Many of the cable companies saw how hot their product was, and they wanted to test its limits. Over the decade, the price of the monthly subscription just kept going up. How much are customers willing to pay?
The same fucking thing is happening right now.
The price of cable had grown
What's
3
after
times
this?
higher than inflation. And it's at this time where you see the numbers slowly start to dip
like
down.
at that time, right? Like, I feel like Netflix was starting to come onto the scene with DVD rentals. So I feel like something's got to be around the corner now, like just waiting for streaming to die. But I don't know what is next. I can't think of an example of like what's next in media consumption besides, I don't know. It seems like everyone, is it just back to pirating? Are we just cool with pirating again? Because at this rate, like, it feels like that's just what has to be done. Like, in between cable and streaming, there was just a period where people were fucking, like, renting DVDs from the library and then burning them so that they would just own it. They were, like, straight up just stealing. And, like, I'm not against pirating. I mean, if that's what we're back to doing, that's totally chill with me. I just want to know so that I can be prepared, so that, like, I know where to cut myself off when it comes to, like, paying for subscriptions. Because, like, what do I have to wait for? why, like, I thought the point of streaming was that everything was consolidated. It was like a fucking subscription. I could pay for Netflix, and everything was there. And I could watch it whenever I wanted. But now there's like, I think I'm personally paying for like 4 different, like, through like Amazon Prime, no, I'm not paying for Hulu. Yeah, just like random shit like that. So like, I don't know. What's after streaming? God, I hope it's something. And I hope it's easier than pirating. Because pirating is not very accessible to, like, normal people. That's, like, what fucked a lot of people over in the transition from, like, cable to streaming, is that, like, a lot of people had to know somebody who burned DVDs, because a lot of people didn't have, like, access to that stuff. They didn't have, like, DVD writers. They didn't have, like, blank DVDs just laying around. It just doesn't, it's just not easy to do. And even today, it's not very easy to do. Like, I pirate games, but in order to do that, you have to, like, be very, very, very wary of what you're downloading. Sometimes you need to know, like, what the fuck, like, go up to a dude on the street and just ask them what a torrent is. They aren't gonna know. Like, it's so inaccessible to the average person that, like, it's almost necessary to have to continue paying these ridiculous prices for streaming until the next fucking thing comes along. Was there a point to what I was saying?
Wasn't the only issue. There was another factor at play: the internet. That very same year, something very special would happen.
YouTube, yeah!
The effect that YouTube had on the world obviously cannot be understated. Videos were now more accessible and easier to post online than it had ever been, and arguably even easier than it is now.
Disagree.
That part is important because that
Hard
specifically
disagree.
is what enabled people to see the internet as both the technological
Hard
and
disagree.
social utility.
It was not easier. I know they're trying to make a point, but it was absolutely not easier then to upload a video than it is now. Like, you can pull out your phone has a camera in it. It has, like, higher quality. It's cheaper and it has a higher quality camera than, like, a DSLR. I mean, granted, you can't do the same things you can as with a DSLR, but nonetheless, it's still like a 4K 60 FPS camera in your fucking pocket for $400. It's like, you can, if there's a share from your gallery, you take the video, you open it up, there's a share button right there where you can just, like, add it to your Instagram account, your Snapchat account, your TikTok account, your YouTube account. You can add it all to it from right there. It's like too easy to share a video.
That it is. You see, the internet was still too young for the real world to take it seriously from a legal standpoint. Of course, I am talking about copyright infringement.
Woo!
During the first 2 years of YouTube, you could find entire movies, TV shows, and albums
you still can
to the site. This was before their community guidelines were enforced.
Still can if you know what you're looking.
Precedents of online copyright law, except for maybe Napster. Just about anything you could.
Yeah, and Metallica sued the shit out of them.
I would know because I got to watch the entirety of Donnie Darko. Don't judge me, alright? We all have our fixes. Having this seemingly endless repository of entertainment media at your fingertips showed the true capabilities of the internet.
Keep seeing me
and
out.
It wasn't even just copyrighted content. Original filmmakers started using YouTube as their own medium of expression, giving tons of previously unheard talents a platform. Why spend all this money on TV when I can just watch anything I want online for free? Now, cable did not crash overnight. It was slow and painful, and the continuous updating of online copyright law and the restriction of what can be posted online certainly prolonged its presence, despite experiencing slight dips.
Internet Archive is where I get my books.
Cable's market share was still quite strong. In fact, the 2000s are often regarded as the second golden age of television, with the network still providing incredibly successful movies and
Should I watch The Wire?
Advertising is based on one thing.
The advertising is based. John Hamm, it is based.
You want to cook crystal meth?
Batch?
You and me.
That's
God.
right.
Actually, scratch that. I'm watching Breaking Bad again.
Or I turn you in.
Your absence has already been noted.
The boy means nothing to me. Oh, I can't stand the wailing of women.
One word, and I hit you again.
I'm telling Mother.
Having said that, the growing medium of...
I never really liked Game of Thrones, and I think it's because it always looked like it was foggy. Like, there was just like a weird filter on the camera that just like, it was like no color. It just, everything seemed so, there was like a smog. I just could not, it just seemed like it was so, like there was $1 billion put in the show, but like their camera was not doing it. It is washed out. Okay, I'm glad I'm not the only one who thinks that. It's like so desaturated. Is it because they think there was no saturation in the past? Because I noticed that a lot with like period pieces. Whenever they want to make something seem like moody and medieval, they just desaturate the fuck out of it. It's annoying. Like, guys, there was color. It may have been rainy. Make it rain. Make the ground wet if you want to convey that. Add a little bit of smog. You don't have to fucking remove any ounce of color from the frame. They're like jacking up the gamma and like desaturating the fuck out of it.
On-demand video, thanks to the internet, was having its hold on the industry. In January of 2007, an online DVD rental company called Netflix made the revolutionary decision to start hosting their media online, much like YouTube, for a monthly fee. And without commercials?
Isn't Netflix still doing no commercials?
Were already used to getting residuals from DVDs and VHS sales, and when the Writers Guild of America renewed their contracts with the film studios, they noticed that the residual rates for this new technology were very low, insultingly low.
They still
are.
When
the studios refused to compromise, these writers just said, okay then, we're just not gonna work. At all. The 2007 writer's strike was the turning point for cable. In fact, several successful TV shows were permanently affected and even outright canceled because of the strike. It not only significantly affected the amount of beautiful art that was coming out of the TV world, but it also was an indicator that things were changing. But the writer's strike also did something that would change the direction of cable forever, and not in a good way.
God, things really just fucking... History really does just repeat itself, doesn't it? I forgot that we already had a writer's strike. And I forgot that it happened right after the fucking huge, insane cost of rise of cable, and then like the beginning of streaming. I forgot that it happened during that transition period. I forgot. And we're just like in the same fucking loop again. This is never going to end. As long as we have like a screen and moving pictures, this is gonna keep happening.
Homogenization of TV channels. As we discussed earlier, a big reason cable was so successful in the first place was because there was a huge selection of channels, each with their own personality. MTV was for music, the History Channel was for history, and so on. The YouTube channel Captain Midnight made a fantastic video covering this phenomenon, and I highly suggest you check it out, so I will just give you the gist. In the 90s, MTV came up with an idea. What if instead of just showing music or airing fictional entertainment, we just documented the real world?
Nah, the History
We'll even
Channel
call it
is
The
Ancient
Real World,
Aliens.
a show documenting young adults trying to accustom to city life. You didn't need to spend money on writers or specially trained actors because it was all real. It was a huge success for MTV, and they no longer needed to rely on music videos to stay relevant. So they didn't. That's why people always joke about how MTV doesn't air music anymore.
Because they
Seeing
don't.
the success of
Well,
the
they do.
world,
At like 5 a.m., right?
other channels wanted to emulate it, hoping to reduce
When
their
no one's
costs
awake?
and maximize their revenue. So, throughout the 2000s, you see the rise of reality TV. And when the writer's strike happened, well, you don't need writers for reality TV, so let's just focus on that. And so,
Yeah, I've
the
noticed
Learning
that there's
Channel went
also
from
been a
learning
rise
to,
in reality TV
reality
recently.
TV. And the History Channel went from history to reality TV. And the Discovery Channel went from documentaries to... you get the point. And as the 2010s came around, people started to realize that instead of paying $60 a month for cable to watch what was mostly, let's be honest, crappy reality TV content, they could just spend $9 a month on Netflix and watch whatever they want, whenever they want, ad-free. But what about
I had
live
Netflix
TV?
on my
You
Wii.
couldn't exactly watch the Super Bowl on Netflix, or the Oscars, The Tonight Show. Oh yeah, The Tonight Show. Technically not live, but it is explicitly defined by its time slot.
Is it?
It airs
Not?
at night. In an effort to compete with the Ed Sullivan Show,
I thought it was
NBC
live.
started the Tonight Show with Steve Allen, which then went to Jack Parr, and then saw immense popularity with Johnny Carson in 1962. Carson would host The Tonight Show for 30 years until handing it over to Jay Leno in 1992.
Ew, gross.
It became a sort of ritual to
Yeah,
pass
and then
the
Jay
torch
Leno.
on to the next host after 30 years of service. And so, in 2009,
Oh, he's gonna go over it.
Jay Leno hands it over to Conan O'Brien, becoming the next host for The Tonight Show. But surprisingly,
And then he fucking ripped it away!
wasn't attracting as many people as NBC thought he would. So in 2010,
Then Jay Leno came back and ripped it out of Conan's
Leno
hands.
changes his mind. He wants the show back, and NBC wants him back. So they decide to give Leno his own show and ask Conan to push The Tonight Show back.
So
After
fucking
Conan's
scummy.
famous response, "I'm not moving The Tonight Show to tomorrow," a full-on war broke out.
And I just want to say to the kids out there watching, you can do anything you want in life. Yeah. Yeah, unless Jay Leno wants to do it too.
I was a fan of both Conan O'Brien and Jay Leno at the time. I watched this whole thing happen live, and wow. Wow.
Happy birthday to Jay Leno, 61 years old today. Happy birthday.
I love that every single I love that every single late night host turned on Jay Leno too. It was like obviously no one was gonna take his back. He was already like an obnoxious asshole that no one really liked before that. And then he just fucking, oh my god. It's not even like entirely his fault either. It's like corporate politics with NBC. Just fucking crazy that something like that could ever happen.
With the same knife he stuck in Conan's back.
Many people who weren't even Conan fans felt that NBC and Leno really betrayed him. It got really
Because he does look fucking
Hope
weird.
stand-up's going well. Haha, see, it's not so hard after all. Anyone can do it. What's it like to have a soul? I don't even know what he's...
Literally, they stole the show from Conan, and then they wouldn't let him do another show. For like, what was it, like a year, 2 years, something like that? He was like banned from television. They stole his show. They gave him the show. The Tonight Show. And then they took it away from him, and then they banned him from TV for a year. So he had to go around doing... He was like... God, it was... He had to do like a stand-up tour instead because he couldn't be on TV.
And the way it ended was even crazier. Conan quits, leaves NBC after nearly 30 years, moves over to TBS, and Leno comes back to The Tonight Show. The entire situation was just so unfortunate and created a ton of vitriol. For many, NBC and Leno just left a very bad taste in their mouth, and the show's reputation never really recovered. Now, when Jimmy Fallon took over in 2014, his ratings were considerably better than Conan's, but things were still at a great decline and would only continue to go down from there. With streaming being a way cheaper alternative and much more hands-on, with YouTube existing, with all the channels becoming more or less the same, and with the whole Tonight Show fiasco, was there really a reason to keep cable anymore? A whole movement goes in full force: cord cutting. But then cable encounters one last chance to save face with the launch of an app called Aereo.
Obviously, this doesn't.
Like streaming.
Obviously, Aereo did not work because I have no idea what the fuck they are talking about right now.
$8 a month, you could have the 4 main commercial TV channels live streamed to your phone, broadcast television.
This is just antenna TV, and you can get that for free. You just get an antenna from Walmart, and you screw it into your fucking TV. $8 a month? You fucking serious? I know what'll save us. If we give people channels that they can already get for free for $8. Yes. Line the pockets, boys.
In the palm of your hand.
Seriously, this is like clearly such a last-ditch attempt.
And very soon after, all these channels sued Aereo for copyright infringement, arguing that they did not have the proper licensing to broadcast
Oh,
their
get
content.
fucked.
And it's in this respect that cable TV did in fact die overnight.
Why would you do such a stupid fucking thing like that? You didn't get the proper licensing to distribute the content of the... There's only 4 providers. You didn't ask any one of them if you could do it? Are you fucking... You just announced it overnight?
22nd,
oh my god.
2014, when the Supreme Court decided in favor of the broadcasting companies, and Aereo was subsequently shut down. But wait, this is network television. What does this have to do with cable? Well, as we've discussed, at its peak, cable was in nearly all American households, with these cable packages including the free-to-air broadcast channels, so they just became synonymous with cable socially as a concept. It became cable by association. And this court case pretty much set a legal precedent that live TV and the internet just couldn't really coexist. Had things turned out differently, who knows, cable channels could have very well entered the picture. But that didn't happen. So the death of Aereo kind of was the final nail in the coffin, and as time went on, the TV channels began to suffer and realize the mistake they made. If they couldn't compete with Netflix, they needed to become it. Streaming services began popping up left and right, removing their content from Netflix and exclusively putting it on their own services for a monthly fee. And this includes multiple plans, with the cheapest one usually having
How many of these do I even have? All of them. Except for Discovery and AMC. And Apple. So not all of them. Oh, and not Paramount. Wait, do I have Paramount? No, I do not. That's like... Let me count. So let's just say they're like 10 bucks a month. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90. 90 bucks a month. Just so you can watch everything. How is this better than cable? How? Because I don't have to flip through a fucking guide anymore? That was the fun part! That was the cool part! That was the part that I liked!
And this includes multiple plans, with the cheapest one usually having ads. And now, we're here. So in terms of price, technical lockdowns, and multiple different services to choose from, streaming has brought cable to the internet, just without the charm. Yes, streaming is more convenient, but I can't help but feel like it's missing something. In a weird way, and this is the only way I know how to describe it, watching something on a streaming service feels lonelier than watching it on cable, and I soon learned it wasn't just me with this feeling either. And for a long time, I was trying to figure out what that was, and then I finally did, and it all started to make sense. Streaming, and the internet in general, have created something called media bubbles. There is a short story from E.M. Forster called The Machine Stops. It takes place in a post-apocalyptic world where the Earth is no longer livable. Instead, people live beneath the surface, with each person living in their own hexagonal-shaped room, much like a beehive. These rooms are all controlled by an all-powerful machine that fulfills every need of each person: necessities, pleasure, spiritual, everything, effectively creating a room that is unique to them. So naturally, they don't feel the need to ever leave their pods. They have everything. But over time, people, one by one, slowly start to feel this sort of disconnect, and they get curious about what exists out in the real world. This story was written in 1909, and it is incredible. And you could say it kind of predicted the internet and what we are experiencing with
I don't think links are
right
turned off.
now,
You should be
because
able
the
to
internet
send a
is
link.
a seemingly infinite repository of information which fulfills every need, necessities, pleasure, and spiritual, and this includes media entertainment. It is our machine. We are all in our own little pods, each of them unique to us and what we like. Maybe your little brother watches Minecraft videos on YouTube. Your grandpa watches Fox News, each in their own bubble. And then comes an even more unique problem. There is so much content to choose from, it can get overwhelming. This is known as choice paralysis. The feeling that there is so much out there, yet there's nothing at the same time. And this feeling extends to not just
It's like when I look at my fridge,
but how you watch. Streaming has given us the luxury of releasing an entire season of a show all in one day.
I hate that too.
Binge watching.
I hate binging.
Whereas on
I hate
cable,
binging
you
so
typically
much.
had to wait once a week for a new episode to come out. But much like when you're eating a meal, is it better to devour the whole thing in one bite, or to take it one bite at a time and really savor the experience? Taking everything all in too fast can make things very conflicting. You're full, yet you're still starving. It's that exact feeling you get when you're scrolling through hundreds of titles on Netflix, yet you still feel like there's nothing to watch. You're so used to the content within your bubble that anything else feels foreign, a little intimidating, much like the people unwilling to leave their hexagonal rooms to explore Earth.
That's a
They
really good
fear
analogy.
the unknown.
Hey, oh, you
Metaphor?
joined at the perfect time. Jeez.
Good. Yay. Awesome. I'm so excited.
Yeah, I'm very excited too. I have everything plugged into one outlet right now.
I have that same sweater.
Got one out or nothing.
This is my friend Nona. I recently met up with her for coffee, and the topic of network TV and cable came up, and she provided such interesting insight on the whole subject, I just had to invite her on for this video.
Actually, first off, introduce yourself.
Awesome. Hi, everyone. I'm Nona. I studied communications and gender studies and African American studies at Loyola Marymount University. I just graduated a few months ago, and I'm currently a community organizer. So my job is to work with people and understand human interactions to move towards a goal of creating
Thank you for
justice.
the follow.
I do think that television, because of its role in society, can find small ways of, making the lives of people important. I mean, it's a way that people can connect. We'll bring up kind of iconic TV shows sometimes. God forbid we mention, The Cosby Show. I know it's like so done now, but
Hold on,
at
where's
the
this
time,
going?
It was revolutionary, to have.
Oh yeah, I grew up with the Cosby Show too. So.
How old is it?
One of those shows that really created something for Black families, that I organized in a lot of Black communities who were watching cable TV when The Cosby Show came out. So with things like that, of course, television gets mentioned. It's a key part of our life,
Would you say that the conversations you have about television, are they mostly about shows from your childhood or even like more recent stuff too?
Mainly shows from childhood, because now people don't really watch cable the way that they used to. And I do feel that there's a little bit of an age gap disconnect where shows that older people watch aren't necessarily the shows that a lot of people in my generation, Gen Z, watch. So
That basically ties into my next question. Is
I feel like that's not like really a network or cable TV thing. That's just like most people. Like when I talk to my dad about shows that he likes, it's mainly stuff that he grew up with. When I talk to like my brother about shows that he liked when he was growing up, it's like stuff that we found on, I don't know, Netflix. But it like changes. But I don't know. Maybe that's just my perspective. I don't know.
What are some of your favorite memories of cable?
I used to love, my mom watched the MTV network where it was just music videos playing literally 24/7. And I remember just after school and going to my grandma's house and my mom watching that on the main TV. And we used to be so annoyed because we were like, we want to watch TV shows. But now I go on YouTube and half the time all I watch are either music videos or like award show performances. And so that's super endearing to me to, you know, walk into my grandma's living room and see my mom watching MTV music videos, and how I kind of do the same thing now, just like on a different platform. So,
You know, obviously, of course, you can watch live television through streaming thanks to platforms such as Pluto, or, you know, even Peacock has a live section where you can watch sports and all that. Do you think this serves as a full replacement for cable and network television? Does it replicate that charm in the same way?
definitely not, because there's still, I feel like, streaming platforms.
The LG, I'm telling you, the LG live feature where you can just scroll through the guide and pick like a genre of show, like genre that you like, and it'll list different channels. That's the modern day equivalent of like cable. It's like pulling content from streaming platforms or live aggregators with ads and serving it to you through that sort of guide feature. I feel like that's the modern day equivalent. Like, not like there's no one service that will be able to replicate the feeling of that, because like it's not playing stuff live. Like when you open up Hulu and you click on to Family Guy, it's not playing Family Guy. I think that's a bad example because Hulu has live content. Continue.
And foremost, you know, you don't go on Peacock, at least I don't, with the intention of watching live TV. I go on it to watch The Office or, you know, shows like that. So I don't think that anything really has had the capacity to replicate cable. I think that the reason why cable is not what it used to be is because especially American society has just changed so much, you know, like we have 2-parent households, we live really busy lives, and with, you know, the prominence of social media, I don't think that we like live in a time anymore that's conducive to the world that cable
More
needed.
parents before?
What do you miss the most about cable?
So I just miss the excitement that would bring in the community and the imagination. It was just so much fun. You don't even realize how fun and special it is until you don't have it anymore.
Well, I really had the pleasure of talking to you.
I think I've gotten to the bottom of why I and the two of these people have like a special connection with cable. It's because we watched it when we were kids, and we liked being kids. We're like yearning for being kids again. But that's like most people. That's like most things. You like the stuff that you liked when you were a kid. You don't like when shit changes. It's weird. It's confusing. Shit was easier when you were a kid. You're not like watching cable TV nowadays, or like trying to, or like missing cable TV because cable TV was like so fucking sick and awesome and like dope as shit. You like miss cable TV because Ben 10 was on after school and you like loved that feeling. Like even if it was a shitty day at school, Ben 10 was on, and then fucking Your mom will make you your TV Salisbury steak dinner.
You provided so much insight for this, and I want to thank you again for coming along.
Thank you for
Right?
having me. I'm excited.
Am I on
to see it
Facebook saying
come
that?
out.
You'll be the first to know when it comes out.
Aw,
so.
thanks. Awesome.
For a significant portion of my childhood, YouTube didn't even exist. Instead, we watched Nickelodeon, Cartoon Fridays, Saturday Night Live, things that all aired something specific at a specific time and day. So we all watched the same thing at the same time.
I do miss that. I understand that feeling.
And that sense of togetherness is possible because of that autonomy that cable TV provides. Everyone knows where they were the night Seinfeld ended. For some streaming service show, oh, haven't had a chance to watch it yet. I'll probably get to it eventually. You didn't have to choose.
I know where I
what
was
you
when
wanted
Succession
to
ended.
watch. The TV channels did all the choosing for you. Sometimes you just want to come home, turn on the TV, and not have to think about it. And just maybe, through doing that, you'll discover something, and your family will come on the journey with you. There is a scene from the end of Mad Men that really stood out to me, and it was the first thing I thought of as I was piecing this all together. Peggy Olson is a creative executive for an advertising agency in the 1960s. She has to create a great ad campaign for a restaurant called Burger Chef. But there's one problem. She's presenting this the day after the Apollo 11 moon landing. Everyone is so awestruck by this event that any idea she pitches is going to sound mediocre at best.
Yeah.
Don, I have to talk to people who just touched the face of God about hamburgers.
Now, me bringing this up probably sounds like a complete non sequitur, but the way Peggy ties everything together communicates the exact same theme that applies to the art of cable. In the 60s, you didn't have media bubbles, but cultural bubbles. There was even a term for this called the generation gap. The idea that parents were so detached from their children in terms of culture.
There's still a
politics,
generational gap.
a concept which still exists today. But when the moon landing happened, none of that mattered because everyone was together doing the same thing.
This is the home your customers
that's
really
true.
live in. This is your dinner table. Dad likes Sinatra, son likes the Rolling Stones. The TV's always on. Vietnam playing in the background. And you're starving. And not just for dinner. What if there was another table where everybody gets what they want? And there's no laundry, no telephone, and no TV. And we can have the connection that we're hungry for. There may be chaos at home, but there's family supper at Burger Chef.
Family supper at Burger Chef. That feeling you had with your
Powerful.
family when you watched man land on the moon? Well, you can have that exact same feeling when you eat at Burger Chef, because we're all here to do one thing and nothing else. One of my favorite feel-good family sitcoms is Bewitched, and the only reason I like it so much is because one day I came home and saw my dad watching it on TV. He grew up in the 60s, so it was kind of a nostalgia trip for him, and I decided to join him. We had so much fun, and eventually it just became a routine for us to come home every night and watch a couple episodes of Bewitched. I would come home from a stressful day at school. Dad would come home from drama at work. But as soon as we walked through that door and sat on that couch, nothing else mattered for the next hour. My father is no longer with us, and that is one of my last memories I have with him. With cable TV, the show picks you, not the other way around. I would not have ever cared for Bewitched or sought it out on a streaming service had I not walked in on it already playing on the TV. I never had to make a choice, and that choice has created a permanent, all-powerful connection with my father. It is my family supper at Burger Chef. And that's not at all to say that this type of bonding cannot exist with streaming. It certainly has before, but because streaming is so asynchronous by design, a lot of that connection is just lost. And that is even further reinforced by the fact that there's just not that many people that watch cable anymore. All the famous live events we've grown to love are now accessed through other means, and we're even seeing the consequences of that right now. The 2023 writers and actors strikes
It
are a
comes
direct
full
response
circle.
from the shift to streaming. Of course, this includes other big issues such as the excessive use of
Simon
AI
Pegg in the
in lieu of
background.
paying people, but this is, in many respects, a continuation of what happened in 2007. A new broadcasting medium such as streaming means a new way of paying people, which means a new opportunity for corporations to take advantage of that, and that's exactly what's happening. History is rhyming. Streaming has done to cable
like
what
poetry.
cable did to broadcast
Rhymes.
television. And yes, let's emphasize that all these things still do exist and people still use them, but it has greatly diminished. What ruined cable was greed. Prices went up, content was homogenized to reduce costs and effort, and then all that poured directly into the lives of those who helped make this entertainment possible. It could have very well adapted to the internet, but they just didn't let that happen, and now the culture has shifted. Even if something like Aereo were to come back, I think this culture has changed too much for it to have the same impact, because cable wasn't just a technology, it was a lifestyle, one which is pretty much extinct in the mainstream space. Video killed the radio star, but radio came back with a cold vengeance. We are in the next evolutionary step of media entertainment, and the current and former mediums certainly had their own advantages and disadvantages. It isn't better or worse, it's just new.
No, it's not.
And things have changed to the point
It's not a method. We're still streaming.
Wonder. We kind of took cable for granted.
We're just streaming it on a different screen.
Network building for granted.
Screens in front of our eyes instead of like on the wall now.
Appreciate it in the same way. So to Cartoon Network Studios, thanks for the memories, and I hope you use this next step to create many more.
That was a really good video.
Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please subscribe and click the notification bell so that you never miss a future video.
That was, yeah, I really like that a lot. I already subscribed, right? Yes. Good. Reading the description, sorry. Really well written description too. Jesus. Do everything like fun? Yeah. Wow. Jesus. Maybe this is like the next step. Like everything is just gonna end up on YouTube eventually. Like YouTube is just gonna swallow every streaming service and network provider. But I'm gonna switch over to Portal 2 now, and I really have to piss. So I'll be back in a second. Alright, I'm back. Hold on. And stream info should be updated now too. We're playing Portal! None of my tags are there. What the fuck? All my tags disappeared. I have to add my tags back. 1 second. So sorry.
I'm gonna come.
Oh, thanks for the follow. I switch over to Portal and I just get follows immediately. It's so nice. This community is so good to me. I haven't even done anything. I'm updating tags. What other fucking tags did I have? I don't even fucking know. There? Maybe? Sure. I'll add those as the tags. Alright, I just want to keep playing Portal. Fucking hell. I'm thinking that I'm gonna switch over to PC controls. It just seems like my aim might be... Oh shit, I don't know how to zoom though. Where do I zoom? Oh, middle mouse. Fuck! My sensitivity is too high. Alright, we're gonna play... menus the game really quick. That's good. Stephen Merchant's still alive, right? I forget. No! Right! He died! Fuck!
Did I accidentally fizzle?
Oh, I already did this part.
The test?
I can.
I'm sorry.
Easy peasy.
Go ahead and grab another one.
Come on. Drop it down. We gotta go through this whole song and dance. Where's the key? There it is. Okay.
Oh, no.
Right.
I fizzled that one too.
Thanks.
Oh well.
This GLaDOS chick is a real...
absolutely
real fucking mean to
brainless.
me.
I'm happy to get rid of them.
I forget what I'm doing. Oh. It's this thing. Yeah, that raises that. Can I run? Like if I grab this, can I just run backwards, get on top? Nope. Wait. How did I fucking do this before? Alright. Think. Think. You can do it. Those panel moves, but why? What does it mean? Ow. So... Oh wait, I remember. I remember! I remember now. Where's the platform? There it is. Okay, it's coming back to me. Shit. Okay, think. I have to get that cube up here. Yeah? Come on. There you go. Okay. So, oh! I know what I can do. I have to drop it. Right? And then I can throw myself through... Okay. Yeah. I know what I gotta do. So I'll put... blue there. And like... I don't fucking know. Orange here. And I'll drop the box, the companion cube, through this portal. Shit. Chloe, can you not tear up the carpet? Appreciate it, bud. Is that gonna work? Fuck! Well, maybe I gotta, like, go with it. Oh, nice. Okay. Can I drop? No, I can't. So I'll put the other blue one there. Will it work? Please, please, please. Yes! Super genius.
Every test chamber is equipped with an emancipation grill at its exit, so that test subjects cannot smuggle test objects to the test area. This one is broken. Don't take anything with you.
Can I take my companion cube with me, or will it close the door? Did I already try this last time? Yeah, I don't think I can. I was gonna try it, but it's not worth it. I don't wanna have to go through the whole damn puzzle again. Let's just hope I did not need to take it with me. Chloe, stop tearing it up. Boseth! Bowie. Sir! That's what I thought. It's oddly quiet in this.
This next test involves emancipation grills. Remember, I told you about them in the last test area that did not have one.
Yeah, I'm acquainted with emancipation grills. It's what ended slavery, right? Bowie, get off the computer! Asshole! Stop!
The turbines.
Stop!
Why? Wait, this next test does require some explanation.
Stop getting on the computer!
The fast version. There.
Whoa, way too fast, Cloud, slow it down!
Just remember what I said in slow motion. Test on your
You're trapped, you're grounded.
I'll be right back.
You're not going nowhere. Stop. You gotta think about what you did wrong now. What happens if I press this button? Oh, I know what I can do. Can I stand on top of this box and shoot a portal through? Please say yes. Yes! Not too bad if I say so myself. Oh shit. If I say so myself. And I am saying it myself. No one can stop me. Bring me the elevator. I'm on to the next chamber. My mind, it's expanding. Exploding. Bursting at the seams. I'm learning so much. Nobody's ever seen a puzzle master like me before. The Return? Chapter 3? It's a whole new chapter. Well, that doesn't seem right. That seems like it might be busted a little bit. I don't want to get slammed into the wall. This is a big facility. Oh. Alright, well don't mind if I do.
Hey, it's me!
Oh, hey!
Well, I'm back. The aerial faceplate in here is sending a distress.
He is alive! That person wasn't lying to me last night.
There. Try it now.
What happened, right? I was just lying there. You thought I was done.
What?
This plate
Damn
must
it.
not be calibrated to someone of your generousness. I'll add a few zeros to the maximum weight.
Please.
Great, by the way.
Please.
Very healthy.
I want to see him again.
Bird, right? Couldn't believe it either.
You seem to have defeated its load-bearing capacity. Well done. I'll just lower the ceiling.
Will it work now? Is that what I was supposed to do? Like this whole time? So there's gotta be, okay, so I need this. Alright. There's gotta be a cube down there, somewhere. There is not. What the fuck was that? What's opening? I feel like something's opening every time I walk away. Oh no, I think it's that laser. It's that fucking laser beam. Can't throw myself off the edge. There's nowhere to throw myself to. I, 'cause 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 Okay. Oh, the cube is up there. But how do I get up there? Oh, wait. I understand. I'm getting it. I'm picking up what you're laying down. So I'll make that one blue. And then I can go through it now, right? Yes! There's no cube. God damn it. Alright, one more time. I'm pretty sure this is what I'm supposed to do. E drops that. Yes. And let me go back over here. Ugh, so much walking. There's gotta be an easier way to do it, right? Maybe don't jump right directly on top of the laser, Caitlin. Jesus Christ. And we'll do a blue one there. And I'm not far enough over. There we go. So now that's open, but how must I get to up there? Oh wait, no, I can... That's not necessary yet. I can do that after the fact. I'm turned around again. This. Ouch! Stop! Okay, maybe a little bit over. No, no, no. Not working. Just won't work then. No? Okay. Please? But I ask really nicely. Shit. There we go.
Look at you, sailing through the air majestically, like an eagle, piloting a blimp.
Perfect! Big brain, big brain! I'm stuck. Bring me the elevator, hag. Sorry, that was rude. Shouldn't have called GLaDOS that. She'd kill me. Maybe. I don't think she can. She seems nice.
Enjoy this next test. I'm going to go to the surface. It's a beautiful day out. Yesterday I saw a deer. If you solve this next test, maybe
no, you
I'll
didn't. You were asleep on the ground.
The break room.
You were asleep on the ground. Everyone thought you were dead. Don't lie to me, GLaDOS. What the hell? Alright, let's do this. Interesting. I'm confused. I think. What the shit is going on over there? Oh, I can get behind this. I can't use those. There's no point in using those. Camera, always watching. Oh, I thought those were like portal pad things. Nope. I was wrong. I probably need that box, right? Whee! What the fuck was that sound? Oh shit, how do I get it over there? I didn't realize there was this. Oh. Silly me. There's nothing to worry about. Must be on a silly goose. I can put orange there. And we think blue there. Yeah. Grab my little cube and we'll head on through. Well, okay, that didn't really work how I wanted it to. The fuck was that? Weird. So that... okay. What the fuck? I'm so confused. Hey, welcome back. I'm confused. I'm lost. This is... exit up there, I think. So now that I've turned... wait. That, like, catapults you. Alright, I can't get over there that fast. So, ow! That's not what I'm supposed to do. What am I supposed to do? Oh, wait. I'm dumb. Ayo! Alright. There we go. Alright. And then maybe I can reflect. Wait, I don't think there's anything down here to reflect. Or make a portal, I mean. Not reflect. What the fuck am I talking about? Reflections. Or... wait... I can drop that there. Whoops. 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 What the hell? Okay, how do I get back up now? Wait, what? Why is it like that? I'm confused. Oh, because I forgot to do that. Stop trying to steal my straw, you asshole. Why is it playing music? Another cube. Oh. Wait, no, it got rid of that cube. Well, shit. Take two. I hope I'm doing it right this time. Hey, I did do it.
Well, you passed the test. I didn't see the deer today. I did see some humans. But with you here, I've got more test subjects than
Does this
I'll
take
ever
place in
need.
like a post-apocalyptic world? Like, I am confused what the outside looks like. No, wait, does this take place in the Half-Life universe? Blows my own fucking mind. Hard light bridges. That's what they called me in high school.
These bridges are made from natural light that I pump in from the surface. If you rubbed your cheek on one, it would be like standing outside with the sun shining on your face. It would also
Okay,
set your hair
so
on
it's just a
fire,
bridge.
so don't actually do it.
I need to get over there. Yeah? Wait. I need to get over there. So that I can drop this box. Where's the box drop from? Oh, it drops in there. Well, how am I supposed to combat that? No? How do I get it to stop? There's gotta be a break somewhere, right? Let's see what's down here then. Oh, wait. There's a whole other side to it. Oh shit, I'm stuck. There we go. Fuck me, I died. God damn it. It's fine, it's whatever, I guess. Jesus Christ. Jesus. Yes! Very carefully now. Abso-fucking-lutely. Absolutely. Alright, let's go. Let's drop it on there.
Excellent. You're a predator,
I'm a super
and
fucking
these
genius.
tests are your prey. Speaking of which, I was researching sharks for an upcoming test.
Ooh,
Do you know
tell
who
me about the
else murders
sharks.
people who are only trying to help them? Did you guess sharks? Because that's wrong. The correct answer is nobody. Nobody but you is that pointlessly cruel.
God, they should make 1 billion more Portal games.
Good news. I figured out what to do with all the money I save recycling your one room full of air. When you die, I'm going to laminate your skeleton and pose you in the lobby. That way future generations can learn from you how not to have your unfortunate bone structure.
Aw, well that's
The door's
nice.
malfunctioning. I guess somebody's going to have to repair that too. No, don't get up. I'll be right back. Don't touch anything.
Alright, well if you insist, I'll just sit here and hang tight.
Hey, up here. I found some bird eggs up here. Just
Wheatley.
roll into the door mechanism. Shut it right down. Bird, 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 bird. Okay, that's probably the bird in it that laid the eggs. Livid. Okay, look, the point is, we're gonna break out of here. All right, very soon. I promise. I promise.
Please get me out of here, Wheatley.
To break us out of here. Here she comes. Just keep testing. Remember, you never saw me. Never saw me.
I went and spoke with the door mainframe. Let's just say he won't be, well, living anymore.
Oh,
Anyway,
Jesus.
back to testing.
She killed the door guy. Am I doing this right? I gotta be. Bringing this cube with me just in case, you know? I don't want to accidentally fuck everything up just because I didn't bring the cube. These are a piece of fucking cake.
Well done. In fact, you did so well, I'm going to note this on your file, in the commendation section. Oh, there's lots of room here. Did well. Enough.
Thank you for the follow. I love you. Portal 2 just brings out the best in people. They're so giving. They're so caring. I love each and every one of you.
You remember them, right? They're the pale spherical things that are...
I'd give my life for you.
Oh wait, that's you in 5 seconds. Good luck.
Get fucked, turret. Ah, ah, ah!
No hard feelings.
Will it shoot itself? damn it. I wish I could shoot a portal to the portal. Get fucked, asshole. You totally fucking thought you were gonna get away with it. Turn off. How do I turn you off? Stop. There you go. Perfect. I'm the John Wick of the Portal universe. No! Is that not a portal thing? Is there any on the ceilings? Yes. Get fucked. Just dropping them from the ceiling. Too good. Too good. Oh shit, oh shit, oh shit. Oh wait, no, they can't shoot me through the glass, right? Dumbass. Alright, and we'll drop this box on that guy. Too good. Too good. That's what they call me. They call me too good. There we go. Come on. I love just dropping the boxes on them. They just don't, they don't even see it fucking coming. Oh wait, did that not take it out? Shit. Oh, that's way too far forward. Alright, let's try it again. I got one more box before I'm just gonna jump on top of it. There we go. Get fucked. Get absolutely wrecked, dumbasses. Sniveling little doofuses. Whoa! Should I go down? I mean, I can't really go across, I don't think. I guess I'm going down. What's that door? Fuck, is this a horror game now? Oh, no, it's a cutscene. Opposite of a war game.
To maintain a constant testing cycle, I simulate daylight at all hours and add adrenal vapor to your oxygen supply. So you may be confused about the passage of time.
Uh-oh.
The point
Well, that
is,
sounds different.
yesterday was your birthday. I thought you'd want to know.
That was weird. Oh, I see. Oh, but this is gonna be a piece of cake, honestly. TBH. And is there a way I can get both of these? Are they lined up at all? Sorry, what? I'm confused. Ow. Ow. Okay, I think I need to change up the pattern, because... wait. Shit. What the fuck? There we go.
You know how I'm going to live forever, but you're
I
going to be
fucking
dead in 60
did it.
years. Well, I've been working on a belated birthday present for you. Well,
I
more
cracked the
of
code.
a belated birthday medical procedure. Well, technically, it's a medical
Sorry,
experiment.
you're doing what to me?
What's important?
You're gonna
is
do
it's a
what to
present.
my body? Seems uncalled for, TBH.
That jumpsuit you're wearing looks stupid. That's not me talking.
That's rude.
It's right here in your file. On other people it looks fine. But right here a scientist has noted that on you it looks stupid. Well, what does an
Shit.
engineer know about fashion? He probably... Oh, wait. It's a she. Still, what does she know? Oh wait, it says she has a medical degree. In fashion. From France.
Oh, I understand. What to do, what to do, what to do.
Activated.
No! God damn it, that's not what I wanted to do at all. Shit.
There you are. Are you still there? Sentry mode activated. Please put me down.
No. I'd refuse. Got him. Easy peasy. I just wiped them all out. Idiots. So they're guarding the cube. Can I get closer? I can't. Think. I bet if I press on that, that opens. Yep. Okay. Garfield. What do you think you're doing? Oh, this one's stumping me. It's a real stumper. Uh-oh. Oh, my neck hurts. Oof. Dang. I understand. How do I get... Okay, let me quick save. Okay, I did it. Easy. And I'll just go back here and I'll just do the same thing that I did with these fuckers. Sneak up from behind. Get fucked. I could just disintegrate them. You shouldn't have given me that power. I thought I saw somebody walking
I'm going
through
through
there.
the list of test subjects in cryogenic storage. I managed to find 2 with your last name. A man and a woman. So that's interesting. It's a small world.
What does that even mean? They're like my parents? You got my parents in the test chamber?
Surprise waiting for you after this next test. Telling you would spoil the surprise. So I'll just give you a hint. It involves meeting 2 people you haven't seen.
It will be my parents, won't it? Ow!
You still there? Resting. Would you come over here? Be flying.
I can't. What? What the fuck? I see. Blow them up. That's what I'm talking about. What did I just do? Oh, I think I understand. I think I understand.
Who's there? Activated.
I think I have to place this here, and I'll just burn them all up. Yeah? I hope and I pray that this is correct. How did I do that? Oh, I didn't know that's what that did. Huh? Well, how am I supposed to keep this up here? Did I break it? Or is this what I was supposed to do? Bowie, stop tearing shit. Oh shit, I almost fell back in my chair. I died. Garfield. Everyone's going crazy. Oh damn. I'm out of lemonade.
It says this next test was designed by one of Aperture's Nobel Prize winners. It doesn't say what the prize was for. Well, I know it wasn't for being immune to neurotoxin.
So, do I get to meet my parents now? Well, what in tarnation am I supposed to do about this? Oh, there's a platform. I understand now. What does that do? It opens the laser, does something. But now I need to get the bridge over there. Over there. Well, this doesn't make a whole lick of sense to me. Think, think. The fuck? I'm so confused. Oh wait. I can get up there. I'm breaking it. What? What does this say? This thing like seeing only not with my eyes. What? What the fuck does that mean? You know what mushrooms do? Tenacity. The bell invites hear the turret, for it is knell that summons to heavens or to hell. That's sick, dude. Oh, what am I doing back here? This is definitely where I'm supposed to be, right? They wouldn't have added this otherwise? Oh, wait. No? The music gets creepy again. What the fuck? There's gotta be something I'm missing up here, right? Can I laser the door open? No. What the fuck? Oh shit, it's closed now. What the fuck? Why is it closed? Was I not supposed to discover that? Bizarre. Wait, there's broken glass up there. Can I get up there? I don't think I can. Damn it. I was hoping I was discovering secrets and clues. Door's all the way over there. God, I have to pee so bad. Maybe I should just end the stream. Because I'm stumped. It's getting late. I'm confused. I gotta pee. Maybe I should just quick save and end stream. Thinking this is a good place to call it. Thank you to like everyone who popped up. And joined and followed. This is a lot of fun. I love playing Portal. I don't think I'll stream tomorrow, but we'll see. We'll see. I'm gonna update the schedule today, or I guess tonight, so it'll all match and, you know, everything like that. So, thanks for joining, and I'll see you some other time. Bye.